a 27th episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. I am your host. Let me go and get everything synced in here together. I don't know why this boy does not like to look at the camera. He needs to look at the camera and share his pretty face. Let me go and get this stuff synced in together here real quick. There I is. Coffee and pastries right there. It's a little love affair. A little something, something. Let me see here. Got to change this up. We'll go bluff on that. We'll erase all of this. There you go, short but sweet. There's that, there's that, there's that. And now maybe we can share this puppy out this morning instead of it wanting to screw up. Yep, and see, Facebook's working just fine today. It must have been an issue the other day with it. Kept telling me it was not an added app and stuff like that. I couldn't share it out. Alright, here we go. Now we go down the list. Good morning, Santee. Good to see you, my friend. Good morning, Candy. Hey, Taryn. Good to see you, love. Jan. Morning, dear. There's Caucasian. I'm not going to be near as sweet to you, you big hairy monster, you. Let me see here. And that's... Wow. Did that not... No, it sure didn't. Funny. Wonder why that didn't take. Copy. And there it goes. Okay. There we go. Let me see here. Cigar dangling. Open shirt to the waist. Open shirt to the waist. I've only got 2 buttons undone on it. I'm not that poor. I have a few more buttons than that to let go. Hey, Stephen, good to see you. No good Sasquatch love. Damn. You're just all full of piss and vinegar today, ain't you? Understood. Don't hit me because I'm beautiful. Oh, my goodness gracious sakes. I thought I was going to have to be forced to do a short stream today. We were contacted by the wife's mom yesterday. She bumped into somebody in her worldly travels that knew Grandma and Grandpa when Grandpa was still alive. And they've not seen each other in probably 2 decades. And I guess they're meeting up today about 11:15 and coming over here. So I have to make sure everything looks immaculate. I guess this is one of those kind of people. So I told the wife it would probably be faster and easier just to rent somebody else's really nice house on the lake and just tell them that's where we live at, because $100,000 and two crews can't make this place look like what she's used to. So I'm just trying to bring a little levity to a weird week. You're telling me, sir. You're telling me, and it's gonna continue to be weird right through the end of the month. Went to Dover Air Force Base this past Saturday to see the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds together. That's amazing. I've seen the Angels, but I've never seen the Thunderbirds. That would be very, very cool. Hey, G. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well today. It has been quite strange. Morning, Ty. Seen them? Man, that came on all of a That came on all of a sudden. Not enough sugar in that. Wow. How's the weather over in the west? Cloudy, but pretty. It was 61 degrees at 6:30 this morning. I was sitting out on the back deck, t-shirt, drinking my coffee, waiting on the wife to leave for work. It's real pretty. Yeah, not only did we have that messed up weekend last weekend with the rain, the rings, stuff like that, but all week long I have been trying to put the wet blankets and stuff up on the line so they'll get dried off. And today looks like it's probably going to be our first day with no rain in the forecast since I got home on Sunday. So I've got to get them dried off and then beat so I can get them in the washer and dryer and get them ready for the Napanee Civil War event. Actually, I got to get them ready for the at least one or two of them ready for the overnight at the city of David, the old cult compound that we're going to go investigate. So, and that's coming up not this weekend but next weekend. Of course, Monday, like I said, Mark, Danny, and myself are going to be doing a Memorial Day parade. That's kind of a tradition around here. Let me see here. What am I missing? When did you move to Arizona? I don't know. East, west, it's all confusing to me. I know right and left. Sun comes up one direction, goes down the other. There's pyramids in one direction and moose in the other. We have some private showings of wonderful 80s films. That's cool. StreamYard links. Everyone hit the like button, share this out. When is the Civil War event? The Civil War event is the... Let me look at my calendar here real quick to get the dates right. Go down a month. It's going to be the 10th, 11th, and 12th. It'll be the 10th, 11th, and 12th. The investigation is either the 3rd or 4th at City of David. And then the Civil War events the following weekend. because Mark will be in Peoria, Illinois at a Vietnam reenactment on the weekend of the investigation. So, yeah, rises in the east, sets in the west. Dude, I'm tired. I don't know what the hell is wrong with me. I went to bed early last night. I woke up once for about 15 minutes, went right back to sleep. And I didn't get up until like 5 till 4. And I was sitting here earlier doing some research for a video I'm going to put out on Sunday. And I fell asleep sitting here. It's like, dude, you got like 7 hours of sleep last night. How in the hell are you tired? That's 2 days sleep for you. Yep, Tommy does have a video coming out. The video from the Morton home investigation that they done a couple of weeks ago. Which I was really happy to see. Mark's going to have a couple good events there. Oh yeah, Peoria, the first weekend of the month. And then Napanee Days of the Blue and Gray, the second weekend of the month. And I don't know where the season's going to go from there. That might be the only Civil War event that I do this year. We're really tired of the politics. Mark leaves at night and goes to stay at a hotel, or if it's close enough, he comes back home. We stay there overnight, and I mean, it becomes politics. Black Lives Matter, statues, destroy history, president this, vice president this, suck it. I get so tired of hearing it, and that's probably why Mike and I are wanting to go do more distant past history. Or Mike and I, yeah. Only because we're tired of all the politics that goes along with civil. I'm going to go on and let you guys know, since pretty much all the regulars are here, that watches our live streams starting next Wednesday. Starting next Wednesday, there will no longer be a Wednesday evening live stream. I think I'm just going to start taking Wednesdays off and doing live streams on Fridays and Mondays. I am going to start co-hosting with Danny on Unrestricted Paranormal. Hey, Rusty. Good to see you, bud. Let me go on and pop that up here real quick. Really? If you guys aren't subscribed to Unrestricted, that's where you're going to start seeing me every other Wednesday. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to start co-hosting Unrestricted with Danny when he does it. We work really good as a team. He has got some very, very interesting guests on there. And there's times we just get on there and completely, totally BS around for 2 hours. You guys know me. I go to the ultimate limits to make people laugh and smile. To me, things don't have to be serious to get a point across. So he's going to be the serious one, and I'm going to be the jokester, and we're going to do it together. So starting next week, there will no longer be live streams on Wednesdays. I'll only be doing live streams here Mondays and Fridays. There's no better way to start your week or end it than looking at this mug. Yeah, right. Tony, I love reading your comments out loud. I love reading your comments out loud. See? Hi, Rusty. I just read your comment out loud. I have no problem with that. 7:15 here, last day of school today for the oldest. Yep, 8:16 here. Proofread it first. Well, yeah, because I don't like to do a lot of excessive cursing on here. I do try to keep it, you know, PG-13. You know, we do have a youngling that comes in here on occasion, 2 or 3 of them actually. So I like to proofread first. That way I make sure and not throw out any things that may corrupt them or their way of thinking for the day. That's the only reason I proofread first. I'm going to spend a few minutes with my kiddos before she has to go to school. It's her last day of school, dude. It's her last day of school. You have got the next 3 months with those little stinkers, uninterrupted, just daddy-daughter time. I mean, except when you come here and Uncle Drew gets to spoil on them for a while, but still, she wants dad. Go spend some time with them. I'll talk to you later. Tell her I said, happy summer vacation. Woo. Ash still has like a week and a half to go or something like that. I think the 9th is her last day of school. I think. Let me see here. Yeah, it's either the 9th or 10th, so she's still got 2 weeks of school left. But then again, Michigan always starts before everybody else does and ends after everybody else does because they throw in like 22 snow days. So whether or not they use those snow days or not, we still have them there. So sometimes our kids go actually with those 20 snow days, sometimes our kids go as much as other kids, and sometimes our kids go almost 3/4 of a month more than every other kid in the country. Alright, let me see here. Tony, my streams are 18 plus. I won't read comments either. I just teach younger ones the proper use of all language. 1692, Court of Oyer and Terminer, to hear and determine, established by Governor of Massachusetts to hear accusations of witchcraft. She flipped you off with a smile. Classy young lady. She knows I love her. They flip all she wants to. I'll flip her off back. I don't care. 1813, Americans capture Fort George, Canada. Take advantage of what she said. Yeah, it does wane, that's for sure. 1850, Mormon temple in Nauvoo, Illinois, destroyed by tornado. 1854, marine telegraph from Fort Point to San Francisco completed. 1862, Battle of Hanover Courthouse, Virginia / Church Peak Station. 1863, Civil War, Confederate gunboat CSS Chattahoochee. Steam boiler explosion kills 19 crew members on the the Apalachicola River near Blountstown, Florida. See what I mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Take advantage of what she wants, Dad, that it does wane. I almost read it verbatim. Take advantage of what she wants, Dad, but it does wane. Of course it wanes. I remember when Steph and I got together, Ash was all over, me having a dad that was actually here full time and stuff like that. Now she's 13 years old. And she, take advantage of it, dude. 1863, Civil War, siege of Port Hudson in Louisiana by Union forces begins, lasts 48 days, longest American military siege. 1864, skirmish at Salem Church, Hall Shop, Virginia. I don't mumble. I've never been accused of mumbling. 1896, Bay District racetrack in San Francisco closes. So good. I find it amusing as hell. 1896, tornado hits St. Louis, killing 255, leaving thousands homeless. Some things never change. Mumble. Okay, so there. Now I've been accused of mumbling. I will start speaking more clearly. That way, no one else can accuse me of mumbling. 1907, bubonic plague breaks out in San Francisco. Wow. Some things never change. Damn dirty rats. Thank you, Jan. 1916, groundbreaking begins on Hugh Grant Circle in the Bronx. Hugh Grant Circle? Is that where all the prostitutes hang out at? Enunciating Road. 1916, President Woodrow Wilson addresses the League to Enforce Peace, founded in 1915, and gives public support to the idea of a League of Nations. There's a nuclear test in Nevada. But there's a nuclear test in Nevada or New Mexico. 1917, race riot in East St. Louis. It's because everybody was homeless. It's after that damn tornado went through and left thousands homeless. Of course. It wasn't a race riot. It was a housing riot. Fair Urban, Ontario. What's up, my friend? Good to see you this morning. 1919, first transatlantic flight ends, hopefully at its destination and not somewhere in the middle of the Atlantic. U.S. Navy flying boat takes 11 days. 1930, Richard Drew invents masking tape. I'm not saying anything after that. That's just, yeah, I am. I'm going to say it. I can't not say it. I seen, Richard Drew and Vince Masking Tape, and the first thing that hit my mind was, completed rape kits and kidnappings are so much easier now and everything. But anyway, 1930, the 1,046-foot, 319-meter Chrysler Building in New York City, the tallest man-made structure at the time, opens to the public. 1931, first full-scale wind tunnel for testing airplane at Langley Field, Virginia. 1933, Century of Progress Exposition opens in Chicago. Yes, today it is duct tape, but back then they didn't have duct tape. 1933, Federal Securities Act signed. The Memorial Day parade should be fun, though, because Mark will be doing Vietnam-era soldier. I will be doing Indian Wars. And Danny, of course, will be plopped down in the Ecto Jeep with the lights and sirens all going and stuff. So that should be real good for the kids. 1933, Walt Disney short film, Three Little Pigs, released. Academy Award Best Animated Film, 1934. 1935, Supreme Court declares FDR's National Recovery Act unconstitutional. They sure were big at pointing unconstitutional things out back then, but now everybody just wants to change the Constitution. Oh, nobody knows it anymore. We can make all kinds of alterations and no one's none the wiser. 1937, Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco opens to pedestrians. Going for the white man's rape of America theme. Well, we'll do something to keep shit interesting around here. 1942, Dory Miller awarded Navy Cross for deeds at Pearl Harbor. This summer I'm going to go camping in Algonquin Park in Northern Ontario in hopes of capturing the Wendigo. Derek, dude, I wish I could join you for that one. That would be very cool. That's the next one on my list after our early fall expedition to try to get footage of Bigfoot here in Michigan. There's always sightings and reports to the news and the police, starting in the late middle September and going clear to the middle of November, and then nothing else for the rest of the year. And I'm planning on doing the expedition in that time period up at Manistee State Park. So that's where all the sightings and reports come in at. Can't wait for that one. Let me see here. I bitch about shit I believe to be unconstitutional all the frickin' time. Well, that's your right. I bitch about shit I believe to be unconstitutional too, but nobody ever listens, so, 1949, Martin Canine cartoon character spoofs Martin Kane. Tony York with masking tape. Be careful. 1950, Arms and the Girl closes at 46th Street Theater, New York City after 134 performances. White timeline in the parade. 1950, Bollingen Prize for Poetry awarded to Wallace Stevens. 1955, The Red Button Show last airs on NBC TV. Oh, here we go, here we go. He was right. 1956, U.S. performs nuclear test at Inwatac. Okay, so it wasn't Nevada or New Mexico, but it was a nuclear test. Walmart order that I didn't order. Yeah, you told me about the Walmart order. How they nabbed you for a little over $1,000. I got a message to mother-in-law back. This is... All right, Santee. You have a good day, bud, and we'll catch you later. Let me see here. Little Rock Crisis, 1958. Ernest Green becomes the first African American to graduate from Little Rock Central High School. Thanks for asking. 1958. Vanguard SLV-1 launched for Earth orbit. Failed. They sent me an envelope with tracking. Was checking for that order. Contained a blank piece of paper. Says third-party vendor is clearly attempting to commit fraud. Yes, most definitely. 1958, maiden flight of F-4 Phantom II. Well, I guess it's going to have to be a short stream, guys, because now they're, yeah, sure, is going to be there. 11:30, I told her to be there between 10, told her Yep, it's going to have to be a short stream because now I guess they're coming between 10 and 10:30. And not 11:30. So it looks like this is going to be an hour long instead of a normal 2-hour long because I have got dishes to do and stuff like that before they get here. Yay! Oh, let me see here. 1961, first blacklight is sold. 1967, Sherry closes at Alvin Theater, New York City after 65 performances. Yeah. television's finale. Oh wait, shortly after the term Far Out Man appears. Yeah. 1969, Jerry Lewis Show, second run, last airs on NBC TV. (1969) Walt Disney World construction begins at Bay Lake and Lake Buena Buena. That's it. That's how you pronounce that. Buena Vista, Florida. Happened to simple English. I love it when people change my schedule and 1972, Applause closes up Palace Theater, New York City after 900 performances. Now that's a show. While Blacklight was cool and vastly more trippy thing was the strobe light. And that'll straight up kill some folks. 1972, Jimmy Castor Bunches, Troglodyte, hits number 6. We saw the prototype first year was open, we went. That's cool. I've never been able to do any of the Disney stuff. My boys have been there 5 or 6 times. I've never gone. Then again, I can't see paying that kind of money to go to an amusement park. Might be the happiest place on earth, but you're not very happy after you leave that place and think, my God, I just spent that much money to go in there into an amusement park. I can go to Six Flags over Hershey, Pennsylvania for frickin' 1/4 that price. Question, what is your opinion on where Amelia Earhart went down? Do you think she found a place to land and just decided to make her life on an island? Be completely honest with you, Derek, there have been pictures that the Japanese supplied to America of her and her co-pilot standing right there on the pier with Japanese delegates. So who knows what happened to her? Was she a prisoner of war, or did she become a prisoner of war? Did she decide to go off and have a life with her co-pilot? Your guess is as good as mine on that one. You know, people say, oh, the Japanese had these pictures of her and her co-pilot. Other people say, oh, the Japanese could have faked those pictures. They weren't doing much photographic fakery back in that time period. So who knows? Who knows? I know there's a lot of people out there that would like to know what happened to them. 1976, Something's Afoot opens at Lyceum Theater, New York City. 61 performances. Been there more times than I can count, but you're right. And it's even more overpriced now that they owe the state of Florida like $200 million. So it's even more overpriced now. Six Flags Over America was pretty cool. I've actually never been to Six Flags either. The only amusement park I've ever been to is Kings Island down by Cincinnati. That's the only amusement park I have ever been to in my life. 1982 musical, Do Black Patent Leather Shoes Really Reflect Up? After a successful run in Chicago and Philadelphia, opens at Alvin Theater, New York City, runs for 5 performances. Wasn't real popular in New York City. 1985 inaugural band's parade for President Reagan. 1986 President Reagan orders 2 Poseidon-class submarines be dismantled. Best theory I heard was she landed on an island that had those big man-eating lizards. Oh, the Komodo dragons? Possible too. Six Flags over Georgia was pretty cool. 1987, Christian evangelist Jim and Tammy Baker appear on Nightline after PTL scandal. Oh, Maunder lizards? That's possible too. Who knows? 1988, Senate ratified a treaty eliminating medium-range nuclear missiles. Kings Island just closed another ride. Get off the screen, you little bugger. You're getting my attention. They'll close it, tear it down, have something else set up in the space within the next year and a half or 2 years. 1994, final broadcast of TV talk show, The Arsenio Hall Show. Yep, the slingshot. Slingshot looks like a fun ride. I'd do it. I'd do it. Maybe I'd be amongst those many people you can find online whose boobie falls out when they're shooting upwards at 175 miles an hour, and you get a like a nip slip or something like that. I did get to christen the roller coaster the Screaming Eagle at Six Flags. I christened the King Cobra at, well, I didn't christen it, I rechristened it at Kings Island back in 1989. They had built it and it had derailed and killed a woman and her grandson, and they fixed the repairs, and my first wife and I went to do our honeymoon at Kings Island, and we were there on the day it reopened, and I was standing there in line. It was the first stand-up roller coaster, and I was going to get on. I couldn't wait to get on that thing, and everybody kept asking me, dude, you just got married, aren't you afraid of dying? I said, replay your last sentence in your head, and then you answer that question. I said, I just got married, I'm already dead. So if this thing derails and kills me, it's just par for course. Just more crazy shit I'm asking for in my life. He wrote it once. Do y'all remember that story that Amelia Earhart was alive and living in a place called Leisure World? No. I don't think I've ever heard that story, Rusty. 1994, Larry King ends his radio show. I think that dude was on from the invent of radio. 1995, actor Christopher Reeve is paralyzed from the neck down after falling from his horse in a riding competition in Culpeper, Virginia. Nancy Pete on it. Not there anymore either. Wow. These rides keep getting faster and scarier. They keep changing them. As soon as you get used to something, they change it to something else in. 1997, judge finds Pamela Lee not guilty of breaking a contract. 1997, Marv Albert pleads innocent to charges of sexual assault. 1998 Oklahoma City bombing of Michael Fortier is sentenced to 12 years in prison and fined $200,000 for failing to warn authorities about a terrorist plot. I was in the front seat of the thing, and it was really stomach turning to crest the hill, not the speed up time, the rest of the thing crests, and then bang, you're gone. I read, I rode one at Kings Island one time called, it was a Top Gun, and it was a suspended roller coaster. And that one there, I think that one got me more than any other roller coaster I've ever been on, including the Beast, which was Kings Island's wooden roller coaster. That thing was there for decades, and it was the old roller coaster that, I mean, clack, 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 clack. Taller too. There's some coasters I would never get on. There's some coasters I would never get on. I'll be honest about it. There's just some that, yeah. 2020, America's COVID-19 death toll passes 100,000. John Hopkins figures equal to the number of U.S. servicemen and women killed in Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan put together. 2020 U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo says Hong Kong no longer has autonomy from China. Doesn't merit special trade relationship in note to Congress. Top Gun isn't there anymore either, but the Beast is still there. The Beast has been there since like the early 80s. I'm sure they got to replace a chunk of wood once in a while on that thing, but I mean, Kings Island is synonymous for the Beast. That was the first roller coaster I think they ever advertised. So, 2021 Friends reunion screens 17 years after TV sitcom series ended. God, it doesn't seem like that long. 2021 U.S. President Screaming Joe Biden calls for a ceasefire in the Tigray conflict, North Ethiopia, citing killings and widespread sexual violence as a weapon of war. And that is all, folks. Thank you, Rusty, for another good today in history. Could always count on you to bring the interesting stuff. You always bring the cool stuff to the table. But yeah, like I said, it's going to have to be a short stream since now they're coming an hour and a half earlier than they were originally going to come. I need to get dishes put away. I need to get the floor swept. I need to do all that, or the kitchen floor, the linoleum and everything before they get here. So I'm going to be pulling out of here at 9. Sorry for the last minute change in the schedule, but sadly enough, when people change my schedule, then yeah. I told the wife this morning that half the time Grandma's not even up by 11 or 11:30, or she's up and laying back down, which means I got to get her up here very, very soon and keep her up before these folks get here. Nope, the cool stuff, aka bourbon, is in my room. once I get the house done and get the mother-in-law here, that's probably where I'm going to come, is right back in here. I am not going to be sitting around spending my morning at Geriatric Park watching the old wrinkled raptors sitting there. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. I have got better things to do with my time than sit and listen to them hens cackle. Do you remember back in 1955 when? No, don't. You too, Tony. Have yourself a really good day. Can't do it anymore. Well, you know, it's if they were, you know, 8, 9, 10 years older than me, then yeah, I could relate with some of the conversations and stuff like that. But, you know, 30, 35 years older than me, 40 years older than me, there's no relating. They're going to be talking about stuff that I don't know nothing about. Best place for me to be is completely out of that room. After a while, those conversations, honestly, to me, after a while, those conversations just start sounding like. One really funny thing though, and I didn't have a chance to tell you guys about it. Had the back door and everything opened up yesterday. Steph was off. She had something cooking in the oven and went in to sit down and watch part of her TV show. The cats both ran to the back door, and I walked out there, and they're all like, their heads are up, and they're doing this kind of stuff at the back door. And I said, "What are you guys looking at? What's out there?" And little George, she's just. About that time, Grandma turned around and looked at me. She goes, "They're talking to this cat sitting out here." I said, "Is another one of the strays up there on the back porch talking to him?" And I walked up to the back door, and it was a squirrel sitting 3 foot from Grandma, staring at her. And she kept saying it was a cat. I'm like, "Grandma, that's a squirrel." She said, "That don't look like a squirrel." I said, "Cats don't usually sit up on their back legs with big fluffy tails like that, chittering." It's like I got all excited because another one of the strays realized that we put food and water out for them out on the back deck, and it was a squirrel eating the cat food. All right, Rusty. You have yourself a good day, bud, and we'll catch you later. Have a great weekend. May the good Lord take a liking to you. I like that. I like that. I might steal that. Well, borrow it. Borrow it. Oop, pollen count is high. I heard somebody say yesterday, dude was higher than bird poop. I'm like, I don't know where you're getting bird poop as high at, dude, because normally bird poop is on a freshly washed car. I don't know where you're getting that bird poop is high. Now, if you'd say something like, dude was higher than a turd in an airplane bathroom, then that would make sense. But high as a kite, that's always a good one. That's always a good one. Ah, 4 minutes. Jeez, criminy. I hate doing a short stream, especially when I'm all gung ho and ready to do a normal stream. But, happy wife, happy life. She gave me a list this morning of things that needed done before they got here. So we had a shooting at a Walmart last night. Yeah, it's been happening a lot. I mean, after Texas, I think there was one in like Virginia or something, or one foiled in Virginia. I didn't hear the story yet on it. I hadn't heard about the Walmart either. My God. AKG, yeah, it's all right, honey. I'm gonna be leaving here in just a couple minutes anyway. I guess the mother-in-law is bringing one of Grandma's old friends over today that they've not seen each other in a couple decades. Grandpa was still alive when last time they all seen each other, and mother-in-law bumped into her, I guess, at the store or something a couple days ago, and invited her over to see Grandma again. So I got to get stuff done before they get here because they weren't supposed to come till 11:30. Now I guess they're coming between 10 and 10:30. Yesterday, a parent threatened to go into one of our schools with a gun. That's okay. I seen something this morning from there in Texas where hey, fishing. Good to see you, bud. Grandma has company coming over today, so I have to end this at 9 instead of 10, because the wife left me a list of things to do between the end of the stream and when they were supposed to get here at 11:30. Now they're coming an hour earlier, so I got to cut the stream short to be able to get everything done that needs to get done to make the house look presentable. So, plus, since it's not raining, it gives me a chance to finally get all my blankets and stuff hung up on the clothesline from this weekend, since it's rained every day since I got home. Busy, busy, busy. But planning on being here tonight, guys, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some more poops and giggles. Don't know what we're going to talk about, but it'll be interesting regardless. But it's that time. So y'all have yourselves a good Friday. Try to have a little bit of fun. Don't work too hard if you got to work. If you don't got to work, don't even think about that 4-letter word. Like I said, we'll be back tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But until then, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. See y'all later. Have a good day.